हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। तो आज जो टॉपिक मैं लेके आई हूँ वो है आपका BLIE 224। आप देख सकते हैं इसका चैप्टर 2 यूनिट 2 बेसिक ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन टेक्नोलॉजी। ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे मैं इस चैप्टर के इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस लेके आई हूँ। क्वेश्चंस बार बार मतलब देखा जाए जितने भी क्वेश्चंस मैंने इसमें इंक्लूड किए हैं सभी उसमें ऑलमोस्ट आ चुके हैं। आप लोग अगर प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन पेपर आप लोगों ने अगर स्टडी किए होंगे तो आप लोगों को उससे पता चल जाएगा कि सारे क्वेश्चंस ऑलमोस्ट आ चुके हैं। तो पहला क्वेश्चन है, व्हाट इज़ डेटा कम्युनिकेशन, डिस्कस इट्स टाइप्स इन डिटेल। या फिर हमें इस टाइप से भी आ सकता है, डिफ्रेंशिएट बिटवीन एनालॉग एंड डिजिटल डेटा ट्रांसमिशन। ठीक है, द ट्रांसफर ऑफ डेटा और इंफॉर्मेशन फ्रॉम वन मशीन टू अनदर मशीन सच दैट द सेंडर एंड द रिसीवर both interpret the data correctly is known as data communication. To transfer data, data communication is divided into the following two types: analog signal. The name analog comes from the word analogous, meaning similar. Analog signal is a continuous range. It can have infinite number of values. Analog computers deal with quantities that are continuously variable. They give only approximate result. These types of computer provide an analog or simulation of the object or system it represents. It is especially useful for solving problems that involve relationship between variable quantities in systems that change with time. The analog signal may express changing relationship in output in the form of graph. It is able to create such picture because it responds to changes in electrical voltages that match changes in variable quantity. उसके बाद मैंने यहाँ पे इसका डायग्राम बनाया है, आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे। अब हम बात करेंगे डिजिटल डेटा ट्रांसमिशन की। इट इज़ अ मशीन दैट स्पेशलाइजेज इन काउंटिंग. इट ऑपरेट्स बाय काउंटिंग वैल्यूज दैट आर discrete or separate and distinct, unlike the continuous quantities that can be measured by the analog computer. Digital signal is a discrete type signal that has a discrete number of labels. It can only assume one of the two various values. It can assume one of the two values, that is 0 or 1. While analog technology uses continuous signal, digital technology encodes the information into discrete signal states. Digital computers are used for both business data processing and accuracy. The basic operation performed by digital computer is addition. It can store the sum of addition problem as they accumulate and can complete a single calculation in a fraction of a nanosecond. The digital computer is capable of storing data as long as needed, performing logical operation, editing input data and printing out the result of its processing at high speed. Advantages of digital system include flexible processing, easy to design, accuracy and precision, simple operation, easy data storage, less prone to houses, etc. लेस प्रोन टू नॉइजेस एक्सेट्रा। इसका भी डायग्राम मैंने यहाँ पे बनाया हुआ है, आप लोग देख सकते हैं। अब ये क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है, दोनों के बीच में कंपैरिजन या डिफरेंस पूछे जाते हैं। अब जो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है वो है आपका, इलुसिडेट द डिफरेंट मोड्स ऑफ ट्रांसमिशन, डिस्क्राइब द सिंप्लेक्स, हाफ डुप्लेक्स एंड फुल डुप्लेक्स डेटा ट्रांसमिशन मोड। तो ये क्वेश्चन कई बार पूछा गया है, ऑलमोस्ट 2 to 3 टाइम्स पूछा गया है। तो मैं तो आप लोगों को यही सलाह दूंगी कि इस क्वेश्चन को आप लोग ज़रूर करके जाएं। तो इसका आंसर मैंने लिखा है यहाँ पे, डेटा कैन बी ट्रांसमिटेड फ्रॉम सोर्स टू डेस्टिनेशन इन अ नंबर ऑफ वेज. Different modes of data transmission are as follow: asynchronous, synchronous, and isochronous communication. There are three mechanisms used for the synchronization of communication, that is asynchronous, synchronous, and isosynchronous. All these three are as follow. Asynchronous communication, it sends individual characters on one at a time, framed by start bit and one or two step bits. Each frame begins with the start bit that enable the receiving device to adjust to the timing of the transmitted signal. The message can begin at any time. Here, messages are kept as short as possible because the sending and receiving devices should not draft out of synchronization when the message is being transferred. Asynchronous communication is most frequently used to transmit character data and is ideally suited for characters that are transmitted at irregular intervals, such as when users are typing in character data from the keyboard. नेक्स्ट है आपका साइक्रोनस कम्युनिकेशन. इन साइक्रोनस ट्रांसमिशन the time interval between two characters is almost the same and the speed of data transmission is increased because of the fact that the non-information carrying start and stop bits are now no longer needed. In this technique, once the modems have synchronized, they continue to send certain ideal characters like SYN in order to remain in synchronization. Synchronous and asynchronous transmission thus differ because of the fact that synchronous transmission require that the clock in the transmitter and receiver remain synchronized for long periods of time, whereas asynchronous transmission does not, because of the start bit explicitly indicate the starting of a character. फिर नेक्स्ट है आपका आइसोक्रोनस कम्युनिकेशन. द मेथड कंबाइन द अप्रोचेस ऑफ asynchronous and synchronous communication. As in the asynchronous method, each character has both the start and stop bits. The ideal period where no transmission takes place between the two characters is not random, but an exact multiple of one character time interval. If the time to transmit a character, including its parity start stop bit, is t, the time interval between characters cannot be random as in the asynchronous method. It is it is also not zero as in the synchronous method. It has to be 1t, 2t, 3t till nt, where n is any positive integer. Here the signal is expected to be received within certain delay bounds, say t minutes, t minimum to t maximum. फिर बात करेंगे हम सिंप्लेक्स, डुप्लेक्स और फुल डुप्लेक्स कम्युनिकेशन की. ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ what is the role of sender and receiver in the data communication, and at what point of time sender or receiver can transfer the data. Data transmission has been classified into three categories, that is simplex, half duplex, and full duplex, which are as follow. Simplex. A simplex line is capable of transmitting data in only one direction. The drawback of this configuration, which makes it unfit for computer, is that the receiver can in no way transmit an acknowledgement signal to the sender to indicate that the message was received correctly. Communication is unidirectional here as on a one-way street. For example, keyboards and monitors. Keyboard can only introduce input. The monitor can only accept output. Radio and television broadcasting also are some example of simplex transmission. फिर बात करेंगे हम हाफ डुप्लेक्स की. A half duplex line can send and receive data in both directions but not simultaneously. The time required to switch a half duplex line from one direction to the other may be many character times. Each station can both transmit and receive but not at the same time. Transmission is like a one lane road with two directional traffic, for example, walkie talkies. Another example of half duplex channel is a railroad track because it can handle traffic going either way but not simultaneously. फुल डुप्लेक्स की बात करें, फुल डुप्लेक्स लाइन कैन सेंड एंड रिसीव डेटा इन बोथ डायरेक्शन साइमल्टेनियसली. It is faster because it avoids the delay that occurs in a half duplex circuit each time the direction of transmission is changed. Both stations can transmit and receive simultaneously. Transmission is like a two-way street with traffic flowing in both directions at the same time. For example, telephone network. फिर थर्ड है आपका क्वेश्चन, व्हाट आर डिफरेंट मीडिया यूज्ड फॉर ट्रांसमिशन ऑफ डेटा और इनैमोरेट वेरियस टाइप्स ऑफ केबल यूज्ड फॉर डेटा कम्युनिकेशन. गाइस 2 मिनट के लिए मैं थोड़ा जा रही हूँ, कोई गेट पे है, आप लोग बस वेट कीजिए. बंद कर दो वाईफाई. सो गाइस आई एम बैक. तो थर्ड क्वेश्चन की हम बात करें तो ये भी पूछा जाता है कभी शॉर्ट नोट फॉर्म में, तो ये भी आप लोग करके जाएगा. हम जब ये मेरे सारे चैप्टर्स के क्वेश्चन आंसर्स हो जाएंगे उसके बाद मैं आप लोगों को सारे क्वेश्चंस भी एक बार दिखा दूँगी किस टाइप से जो है क्वेश्चंस जो हैं पूछे गए. तो वेरियस टाइप्स ऑफ केबल यूज्ड फॉर डेटा ट्रांसमिशन कम्युनिकेशन आर एस फॉलो. तो सबसे पहले आपका ट्विस्टेड पेयर है और मैंने सभी के साथ ऑलमोस्ट डायग्राम भी बना रखे हैं. ट्विस्टेड पेयर इन दिस वायरिंग कंसिस्टेड ऑफ द टू insulated strands of copper twisted around one another to form a cable. Twisted pair cable comes in two forms: unshielded twisted pair and shielded twisted pair, the latter named for an extra protective sheet wrapped around each insulated pair of wire. Twisted pair cable can consist of a single pair of wire or in thicker cable 2, 4 or more pairs of wire. Twisted pair wiring is typical of telephone cabling. इसका डायग्राम मैंने यहाँ पे बना रखा है. One of the most common uses of the twisted pair cable is in the telephone system. A twisted pair connects nearly all telephone to the telephone company office. These can also be used for ether analog or digital transmission. Unshielded twisted pair is the most commonly used in this category. These are category 3 or category 5. The difference between the rating is the number of twists per inch. Category 5 is probably the most commonly seen and used. It is inexpensive, reliable, easy to maintain and expand. However, shielded twisted pair is suitable for environment with electrical interference and is often used in network using token ring topology. उसके बाद हम बात करेंगे कोएक्सियल केबल की. आई होप आप लोगों को क्लियर दिख रहा हो, फिर भी जूम कर रही हूँ. A coaxial cable has better shielding than twisted pair, so it can span longer distances at the higher speed. It consists of a stiff copper wire as the core, surrounded by an insulating material. The insulator is encased by a cylindrical conductor, often as a closely woven braided mesh. The outer conductor is covered with a protective plastic sheet. The construction and shielding of the coaxial cable gives it a good combination of high bandwidth and excellent noise immunity. The bandwidth possible depend on the cable length. For 1 kilometer long cable, a data rate of 1 to 2 Gbps is feasible. Longer cables can also be used but only at lower rate or with periodic amplifier. Coaxial cable used to be widely used within the telephone system but have now largely been replaced by fiber optics on long haul routes. Although coaxial cable is difficult to install, it is highly resistant to signal interference. In addition, it can support greater cable length between network device than twisted pair cable. The two types of coaxial cabling are as follow. Thick coaxial, it is also referred to as thick net. 10 base 5 referred to the specification for thick coaxial cable carrying Ethernet signal. Thin coaxial cable is also referred to as Thinet. 10 base 2 referred to the specification for thin coaxial cable carrying Ethernet signal. यहाँ पे मैंने इसका डायग्राम जो है मेंशन कर दिया है. फिर बात करेंगे हम ऑप्टिकल फाइबर केबल की. A form of network cabling that transmits signal optically rather than electrically as do coaxial and twisted pair cable. The light conducting heart of a fiber optic cable is a fine glass or plastic fiber called the core. This core is surrounded by a refractive layer called the cladding that effectively traps the light and keeps it bouncing along the central fiber. Outside both the core and the cladding is a fine layer of plastic or plastic-like material called the coat or jacket. Fiber optic cable can transmit clean signal at speed as high as 2 Gbps because it transmits light and not electricity, and it is also immune to eavesdropping. इसका डायग्राम भी मैं आप देख सकते हो, मैंने यहाँ पे मेंशन कर दिया है. ये पूरा इसका इसी का डायग्राम है. फिर इसके एडवांटेजेस हम देख लेते हैं. Following are the advantages of optical fiber cable. It can support higher bandwidth and hence can transfer data at a higher rate. Its transmission distance is greater than the twisted pair and it can run for 50 km without regeneration. Immunity to electromagnetic interface. These cables are much lighter than the copper cable. These cables are more immune to tapping than the copper cable. अब हम नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे आ जाते हैं. टोटल इस चैप्टर में से 5 क्वेश्चंस हैं जो बार बार रिपीट किए गए हैं ऑलमोस्ट. तो हमने वो 5 क्वेश्चंस ही मैंने यहाँ पे किए हैं. तो अब ये क्वेश्चन है, व्हाट आर द वेरियस डिवाइसेस यूज्ड फॉर डेटा कम्युनिकेशन, डिस्कस ईच ऑफ देम ब्रीफली. अब कई बार क्या होता है कि इस टाइप से ना आके जितने भी इसके डिवाइसेस हैं उसको शॉर्ट नोट में पूछ सकते हैं कि कोई भी एक डिवाइस दे दिया, जैसे स्विच दे दिया, हब दे दिया, कि आप उस पर शॉर्ट नोट लिखो. पर मैंने यहाँ ऑलमोस्ट सारे जो हैं डिस्क्राइब किए हैं. तो देयर आर सर्टेन डिवाइसेस लाइक NIC, रिपीटर, हब etc. used in data communication. These types of devices are as follow. तो सबसे पहले बात करेंगे हम नेटवर्क इंटरफेस कार्ड की. It is also known as a network card. It connects the computer to the cabling which in turn links all of the computer on the network together. Each computer on the network must have a network card. Most modern network cards are 10 or 100 NIC and can operate at either 10 Mbps or 100 Mbps. It accesses to a networking medium and often provide a low-level addressing system through the use of MAC addresses. It allows user to connect to each other either by using cables or wirelessly. फिर बात करेंगे हम रिपीटर की. नेटवर्क रिपीटर्स regenerate incoming electrical, wireless और optical signal. With physical media like Ethernet or Wi-Fi, data transmission can only span a limited distance before the quality of the signal degrades. Repeaters attempt to preserve signal integrity and extend the distance over which data can safely travel. A good example of the use of repeater would be in a local area network using a star topology with unshielded twisted pair cabling. If a cable is long enough, the attenuation will finally make a signal which is unrecognized by the receiver. इसका भी डायग्राम मैंने यहाँ पे बना के रखा है. फिर बात करेंगे हम हब की. The central connecting device in a computer network is known as a hub. There are two types of a hub, that is active hub and passive hub. Every computer is directly connected with the hub. When data packets arrives at hub, it broadcasts them to all the LAN cards and in a network, and the destined recipient picks them and all other computer discard the data packet. Hub has 5, 8, 16 and more ports, and one port is known as uplink port, which is used to connect with the next hub. यहाँ पे मैंने इस हब का डायग्राम भी बना दिया है. फिर बात करेंगे हम स्विच की. लाइक द राउटर, अ स्विच इज एन इंटेलिजेंट डिवाइस दैट maps the IP address with the MAC address of the LAN card. Unlike the hub, a switch does not broadcast the data to all the computer, rather it sends the data packet only to the destined computer. Switches are used in the LAN, MAN and WAN. In an Ethernet network, computers are directly connected with the switch via twisted pair cable. In a network, switches use the three methods to transmit the data, that is store and forward, cut through and fragment free. इसका डायग्राम भी मैंने यहाँ पे मेंशन कर दिया है स्विच का. फिर बात करेंगे हम ब्रिजेस की. A bridge device filter data traffic at a network boundary. Bridges reduce the amount of traffic on a LAN by dividing it into two segments. Like a repeater, a bridge can join several LAN. However, a bridge can also divide a network to isolate traffic problem. For example, if the volume of traffic from one or two computer or a single department is flooding the network with data and slowing down entire operation, a bridge can isolate those computers or that department. A bridge is used to connect two segments, that is segment 1 and segment 2. Each segment can have several computers attached to it. इसका डायग्राम भी मैंने यहाँ पे मेंशन कर दिया है. फिर लास्ट जो इस पर टॉपिक है वो है आपका राउटर. A router is a communication device that is used to connect two logically and physically different networks, two LAN, two WAN and a LAN with WAN. The main function of a router is to sort and the distribution of the data packet to their destination based on their IP addresses. Routers provide the connectivity between the enterprise businesses, ISPs, and it is a main device in the internal infrastructure. Cisco routers are widely used in the world. Every router has routing software which is known as iOS. Router operates at the network layer of the OST model. Router does not broadcast the data packet. Actually, routers need to transfer the data from source machine information in packet it needs during its transportation process. अब हम आएंगे लास्ट क्वेश्चन इस चैप्टर का जो है व्हाट इज TCP और IP मॉडल. डिस्कस द लेयर्स ऑफ TCP और IP प्रोटोकॉल सूट्स. An OSI model is vital for data communication, but multiple layers slow down the communication process. practically open system interconnection model provide its own set of function but was never fully implemented to provide robustness and better efficiency. However, another model on its place was implemented named as TCP or IP model. The TCP or IP model is made up of four layers, that is interface layer, network transport and application. The first layer of TCP or IP, that is application layer, is similar to the first three layers, that is application, presentation and session layer of the OSI model. The services of transport and network layers of both the models are similar, while sometimes network layer is also known as internet layer. The last layer of TCP or IP model is interface layer, which include the services of data link layer and physical layer of OSI model. In OSI model, each layer takes the services of the lower layer. The layer of TCP और IP protocol suites is shown in figure. मैंने इसका यहाँ पे figure भी mention किया है. फिर आते हम लेयर्स ऑफ टीसीपी और आईपी प्रोटोकॉल सूट्स के. द टीसीपी और आईपी कंटेन 4 लेयर्स एंड ईच लेयर हैज़ इट स्पेसिफिक फंक्शन विच आर एज फॉलो. सबसे पहला है इंटरफेस लेयर, या फिर हम इसको फिजिकल प्लस डेटा लिंक लेयर भी कह सकते हैं. द फिजिकल लेयर डील्स विद द हार्डवेयर लेयर level like transmission, media, connection and the voltage for digital signal. The data link layer deals with media access and control strategies, frame format, etc. उसके बाद हम आते हैं इंटरनेट लेयर और नेटवर्क लेयर पे. The internet layer is an important layer in the protocol suite. At this layer, TCP or IP support interneting protocol. IP is a host to host a protocol. This layer is responsible for the format of datagrams as defined by IP and routing a datagram or packet to the next hop, but is not responsible for the accurate and timely delivery of datagram to the destination in proper sequence. IP allows raw transmission function, allowing user to add functionalities necessary for given application, ensuring maximum efficiency. TCP or IP support 4 other protocol, namely ARP, RARP, ICMP and IGMP in this layer. इसको भी हमने 3-4 पार्ट्स में, मतलब ये जो लेयर्स है हम इन्हें थोड़ा इसको डिस्कस किया है. सबसे पहला है एड्रेस रेजोल्यूशन प्रोटोकॉल, जिसको हम ARP कहते हैं. ईच मशीन इज आइडेंटिफाइड ऑन अ लोकल एरिया नेटवर्क with a unique physical address imprinted on the network interface card. ARP is used to find the physical address of a machine when its IP address is known. फिर बात करेंगे हम रिवर्स एड्रेस रेजोल्यूशन प्रोटोकॉल की, जिसको हम RARP भी कहते हैं. When the physical address of a machine is known, then RARP is used to identify its IP address. It is used when a diskless computer is booted or a computer is connected to the network for the first time. इंटरनेट कंट्रोल मैसेज प्रोटोकॉल, जिसको हम ICMP कहते हैं. ICMP is used to send notification to the sender about packet problem. In case of the failures of IP, it sends error and query messages. इंटरनेट ग्रुप मैसेज प्रोटोकॉल, जिसको हम IGMP कहते हैं. It is used for multicasting, which is transmission of a single message to a group of recipients. Transport layer, TCP or IP supports 2 protocols at this layer, that is TCP and UDP. It is host-to-host protocol which can deliver the packet from one physical device to another. TCP and UDP are transport level protocol responsible for delivering a packet from one process on a device to another process on the other device. उसके बाद हम बात करते हैं आपका ट्रांसमिशन कंट्रोल प्रोटोकॉल, जिसको हम TCP कहते हैं. TCP is reliable connection oriented protocol. By connection oriented we mean that a connection must be established between both ends before either can transmit data. It ensures that communication is error free and in sequence. फिर बात करते हैं हम यूज़र डेटाग्राम प्रोटोकॉल की, जिसको हम UDP कहते हैं. इट इज़ सिंपलर ऑफ द टू प्रोटोकॉल. इट डज़ नॉट प्रोवाइड रिलायबिलिटी. इट इज़ therefore faster and using for application in which delay is intolerable in case of audio and video. लास्ट है आपका एप्लीकेशन लेयर. दिस लेयर allows the user to run various application on internet. These applications are file transfer protocol, remote login, email and www. The session layer of OSI model is almost dropped in TCP or IP. Whenever we work on the internet, we use most of these protocols. For example, when users are surfing or browsing the internet website, actually they are using www. तो फ्रेंड्स, ये था मेरा आज का वीडियो. मैंने पहले भी कहा है कि अगर जिन बच्चों को नोट्स चाहिए, जितने मेरे तैयार हैं, तो पर चैप्टर 20 रुपीज़ कॉस्ट है. अगर आपको, वैसे तो मैंने आज पूरा डिक्टेट किया है और पूरा कैमरे के साथ एकदम फोकस करके रखा है, तो आप लोगों को मतलब कॉपी भी कर सकते हो, स्क्रीनशॉट भी ले सकते हो. आप लोग चाहो तो एक क्वेश्चंस लिख लो और अपने से आंसर्स खुद बना के भी लिख सकते हो, वो आप पे डिपेंड करता है. लेकिन अगर कोई परचेज़ करना चाहता है तो 20 रुपीज़ पर चैप्टर है. और मैं नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में अपना नंबर दे दूँगी, आपको उस पर व्हाट्सअप करना होगा अगर किसी को परचेज़ करना है. मैसेज नहीं डालना है, सिर्फ व्हाट्सअप करना है, ठीक है. सॉरी, मैसेज डालना है, कॉल नहीं करना है, ठीक है. और अगर वीडियो पसंद आया हो तो चैनल को लाइक कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, बेल आइकन को दबाइए ताकि नोटिफिकेशन आप तक पहुंच जाए. दूसरी एक और चीज़, डेली अब मैं शाम को ऑलमोस्ट शॉर्ट्स डालती हूँ. जो भी लेटेस्ट वैकेंसीज़ लाइब्रेरियन की निकलती, चाहे वो गवर्नमेंट में हो, चाहे वो स्कूल्स में हो, चाहे वो कॉलेजेस में हो, उससे रिलेटेड भी मैं अब डेली शॉर्ट्स डालती हूँ. तो उसको भी आप लोग देखिए. जिनका कोर्स ख़त्म हो चुका है या को एग्ज़ाम देने के बाद सभी को नौकरी तो ढूंढनी ही ढूंढनी है, तो वो उनके लिए हेल्पफुल रहेगा इस वजह से भी. तो आज के लिए बस इतना ही था. अगर आपको वीडियो, फिर से मैं कह रही हूँ, पसंद आई तो लाइक कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए, सब्सक्राइब कीजिएगा चैनल. थैंक यू वेरी मच.